All right, hello everyone. I hope my voice coming good and clear. Please let me know if you have any problem from your side. Today our topic is about how the evil forces they join together in order to find a solution how they can stop Christianity. In my previous video, I was talking about how Muslims are burning churches in Pakistan. And one Hindu, he posted in the comment, and I pinned the comment, but he deleted later. He said, well, do you think you are better than Muslims? Last week, 100,000 Hindus converted to Christianity. And he said that those 100,000, they converted to Christianity because of a bag of rice. So the Christians, according to this Hindu, they are giving the Hindus one bag of rice, and they leave their Hindu god and they become a Christian. And then he deleted his comment after I did pin his comment, and he used the F word too. But here you notice that all those three, Hindus, Muslims, and Jewish. And when I say Jewish, I'm talking about, remember, all the disciples of Jesus, they were Jews anyway. And Jesus himself, who was born into a Jewish nation. So when we speak about the Jewish, we are talking about those who teach hatred against Christ. And why they are teaching hatred against Christ? There is a reason. And the reason is very simple. A lot of Jews are converting to Christianity. And, Judaism is a bleeding in their eyes. This is how they see it. They see that Jews are converting to Christianity. It's not the opposite. You don't see a Christian converting to Judaism. And, by the way, you cannot even convert to Judaism. But now they are, because they are, like, their source of population is drying out, so they are accepting people to convert to Judaism. But who convert to Judaism? Very little number. So they are not able to convince people about what they believe. They are not able to refute Christians. Christians are bringing Israel into Christ, and sooner or later Israel will become a Christian nation. So what we can do? Let us see, maybe we can do the same as the Muslims they did to the Christians. But those people did not, they don't have a good memory and the good understanding of history. That the Roman, in the time of Jesus, the one who crucified Jesus upon your request, remember, the one who requested the crucifixion of Jesus was the rabbis, not the Roman actually. However, even the Roman after that, they tried to stop Christianity, and they fed the Christians to the lion and the beast. And what was the response, or what happened after? Was Christianity able to be killed, destroyed, stopped? No, it's the opposite. So what today we will mention, we will focus on. We don't want to teach hate against Hindus or Jews or Orthodox Jews or Muslims as usual. But here we are to announce that we are going always to be victorious, no matter what they do. In fact, their violence is a clear sign of weakness. Why we Christians don't burn mosque? Well, we can. You can. It's very easy. I mean, even an individual can do it. You do not need even a mob. Why we Christians don't attack a Hindu? Well, there is in this country there is a Hindu's temple everywhere. We can find, and if we are filthy, violent, hatred, we can do a hatred act. But we will not do that. What that would do anyway? I mean, what is the benefit of such a behavior? Did you convince the Hindu that Hinduism is wrong? No. Did you prove to them that they are right? No. Did you prove to them that you are peaceful and your Christ is better than their stupid gods? No. So what you did exactly? Nothing. Actually, the act is a stupid act. So when those Hindus or Jews or Muslims, they attack Christian churches or they attack Christians, you prove only one thing, that you are an idiot and your God did not make a better person of you. On the other hand, for the Christian, prove to them that what Jesus said is true. They hated me before you. That's what Jesus said. You prove what the book of Revelation says about those Jews who hate Jesus. the synagogue of Satan. Don't be upset when we say the synagogue of Satan. Well, you are synagogue of Satan. Because why you are going to attack Christians? Why you spit in their faces? Should we spit at your face in a Christian land where you are very little minority? They don't dare to debate you. Like, you know, the Muslim, they praise, and you will notice how they suddenly, the enemies became united. Like, you know, there's a guy, his name is Tuiva Singer. Tuiva Singer is sponsored by every Muslim. Muslim praise him. But Tuiva Singer, he said clearly that the story of Mary, the Virgin Mary, is a lie. But the Muslims don't get upset. But that means the Quran is a lie too. The Muslims still did not get upset. Why? Because both they share the same bed. Both are Antichrist. So when Tuiva Singer, this Jewish false rabbi, he lied about what the Old Testament is saying about the virgin will give birth. He says it says young. You open dictionary, any Hebrew, and you will see it says clearly a virgin. Because even if you say young, it's stupid. I mean, what a sign God will give if a young woman she gave birth. And any young, there's millions of young women give birth every day. He did not even say child. He said young. So that cannot be a miracle. So there's a sign is going to happen. That sign never happened before. That is the virgin. So they lie about translation. They forbid the chapter of Isaiah, chapter 53, the forbidden chapter, just to fight the prophecies about Jesus. And then the Jewish rabbi, who the Muslims support him, he say that the Virgin Mary story is nothing but the myth of the Roman, you know, like an older Roman story. But we know that this does not exist really in any Roman mythology, because it's not, they don't believe really that there's a virgin and she gave birth. That's a lie. Same time, you will not see the Muslims attacking the Jewish rabbi who is saying what he is saying, as long as he don't dare to say, or he don't say Muhammad is a liar. So you will see this rabbi, who he supposedly a rabbi, he say Prophet Muhammad was a great man. Prophet Muhammad was an amazing man. Prophet Muhammad was a special man. But Prophet Muhammad is the same one who killed thousands and thousands of Jews. So how this special man, he became a friend to Tuiva Singer? And I'm choosing him as an example of those Jews who really hate Jesus to death. An example of how Satan power can be united against Jesus. And this is a proof that both they share the same value. Why a Muslim will support somebody believe that the Christ is not Christ, which means Muhammad is a liar? Why a Muslim will support, if you go to this guy video, you will find that every single Muslim there, he posts a comment encouraging him to do more. Not a single one say something negative about him. Why? Well, the guy, if you are a Muslim and you watch what he say, well, obviously he is saying Muhammad is a liar. Well, but as long as he did not say it, really Muhammad is a liar, he did not say it. He's attacking Christianity, so that's fine with us. That is very fine. So, and then we find how the Hindus, they joined the forces to burn churches. You see, here you see the hypocrisy of the Hindus. The Hindus, they say to you, we stand with the Christians, the victims of the Islam discrimination. Then we find that the Hindus are doing the same. In fact, Hindus are doing even worse these days. Thousands and thousands of churches are being burned, Christians being killed. Not to forget how many missionaries in the history of India were burned alive. So they claim that they are better than the Muslims, and I'm talking here about not every Hindu, he will do such a thing, but the religion in general. And obviously, always there's leaders who behind this. The mob, they don't go and move by themselves. Those, they are encouraged by somebody. And the funny is that this filthy man, they call him Moody. He's moody. He closed eyes. In one hand, he come to America, kissing the ass of the American, seeking help to treat him as a special partner. In the other hand, to get support of the Hindu terrorist, he let them go and mob and kill and burn churches. So in order to be in office, he have to make them happy. He have to sacrifice something. Well, church are not his churches. He is no Christian. He is a Hindu at the end of the day. And let them have fun. And that will make them love him more. And that will give him support. So Moody, there's no question that he is being an evil man. But we cannot ignore that the evil man is sponsored by evil priests. And those evil priests are evil Hindu priests. And by the way, I notice that when I talk about Hinduism, I get harassed way more than Muslims harassing me. See, the Muslim, they threaten you, terrorism, etc. But I notice that Hindus is no more, different from Muslim terrorism. They harass you, they threat you, they flag you, they do anything they can. Both the same thing. Both they are full of hatred. Both are angry because countries who they always used to be pure of their religion, like that's it, everybody is Hindu, or Pakistan, everybody is Muslim, and now there is 10% of Pakistan, I don't know what the number exactly is, Christians. We know always in Muslim countries they try to lower the number of Christian population when they calculate numbers, so nobody question how come you have 20 or 10%, yet they don't have, what is the ministers who are Christians? Well, so they lower their numbers. But in the same time, you notice that both of them, they are reacting. There is a reason. There's a reason for this, the behavior. It is the failure of Islam and Hinduism and Judaism in the same time. There's a failure. The Jewish rabbis, they could not convince their people that they are still following God. Go and see how they harass even their soldiers. I can show you videos of Jewish men, Orthodox. They are throwing rocks at their own soldiers. The same soldiers, they are asking them to protect them from the terrorists. The same soldiers who they ask them and they cry for them to protect them from Hezbollah. The same soldiers, they ask them to stop the Christians coming to their areas. But when the soldiers go in their territory, they throw rocks at them. The same Orthodox Jews, they don't go and serve in the army. Why? Because they are brave men. So simply every coward in the country who don't want to serve in the army, he claimed to be an Orthodox Jew. So Orthodox Jews became a refugee of Orthodox cowardness. Yet they claim that they are the one who follow God. Well, where God, he says, if you are an Orthodox Jew, you don't serve in the army. Where God, he says that Jews don't defend their country. So simply, they are brave men to spit on Christians walking in the street, but they are potatoes to join the army to defend their country. Like this guy, Tuweiva Singer, Muslim causing a threat to every single Jew in the world. He don't dare to say one single word against Islam. Why? Because he is an Orthodox Jew doing business. Money come first. Moody, he met Trump, he hugged Trump, he is friend to Trump, he met Biden, he hugged Biden. We are going to be friends. Special scenario, special case. India is a great area to American. We go back to India and we burn churches. Now, what we should do as a Christians in the West, especially if you are a person live in the West, in America as an example, in my case, we should do like a peaceful movement. We will not burn Hindu temple. We will not burn mosque. We will not attack people in the street, because that will not make us nothing more than demonic than them. So this is rejected and this is not accepted. But we can put force on those countries. Pakistan live from the welfare is given to them from America, specifically America. I mean, the country is totally bankrupt. They cannot even afford to buy bread without the American and European help. India, they are now seeking big, huge investment from USA. Do even they deserve it? If you cannot even grant a peace for a person who want to worship his God, whoever his God is, how we can grant you an investment of money to be protecting the investment? Well, tomorrow somebody will make a cartoon if you're Hindu God, and then you burn the investment of the American. Who is the stupid who want to invest money in India? A country where water is not clean, electricity is not sustainable, traffic is horrible, government is corrupt. I mean, everything go wrong. So Christian churches, they should make a lobby and be caught anyone who harass Christians around the world. Not only Christians. I mean, we are against harassment for anybody. Human right goes for everybody. Human right goes for Muslims. Human right goes for Christians. Human right goes for Hindus. So we will not allow anyone to burn a Hindu temple. You want to refute them. You want to convert them by debating them, make them win them by winning the heart, great. But you don't win by burning a building of somebody or hurting somebody. So we Christian, we better be united and act in response to their evil, but not by being evil. We will defeat them by the mercy of Christ, by showing them how much they need us. You know, if we ask this filthy Moody, which one is going to be better country? India, the Hindus, or the Muslims, or the Christians? You know the answer. If you check the average of rape in India, gang rape, they don't even rape like one man raping one woman. They come 40, 50 men raping one woman. So where is your priest? How come you can gather mob to burn churches for what? Because somebody convert to Christianity. And what is the excuse? They gave him a bag of rice. I mean, look how low. They could not explain their failure except by this. But look, even this one is a failure, because if somebody gave a Hindu person a bag of rice and he left his religion for the sake of bag of rice, that means your God is a stupid God. He could not provide him a bag of rice. If a Hindu, he sold his religion because somebody gave him a bag of rice, that means his God is equal to a bag of rice. And why you Hindu don't give him a bag of rice so he will stay Hindu? So you wait for him until he is starved. You see, I'm just going with their excuse. You wait for this Hindu person until he is starved and he is dying. And now he have no food. And then a Christian, he come and he give him a bag of rice according to you. And then he decide to become a Christian because the God of the Christian gave him a bag of rice. Where was your God? If you care for your citizen, you care for your religion, why you don't support those people? Why you let them die from hunger? Here you see the hypocrisy of those Hindus. They don't want to feed the poor, but they have money to build temple covered by gold. Have you ever heard of a temple, Hindu temple, is not fancy? Have you ever heard of a mosque is not so expensive? But you go to Bangladesh, people sleeping in the street. But the mosque is so fancy. Same in Pakistan. Expensive rags on the floor. But the poor Muslim who go to the mosque, he don't have a little rag, even the trashy one in his house. So when this Hindu person, he said that people are leaving Hinduism because we are giving them a bag of rice, thank you for saying that. For that mean we are merciful. And we are helping people who they are not part of our belief. That means Christ, he made us a better people. We are willing to give, as you said, rice, food to someone he is not even a Christian. What you do as a Hindu, you give only rice to those who they are Hindu? Obviously you don't. What do you do as a Muslim? Do you give rice to the Muslim? You don't. You will see a Muslim building a very fancy mosque in the city of New York, but they don't have money to spend in Somalia to feed the poor Somalian dying. You will see the Muslim, they have money to build a mosque, very expensive, 3 million euro in the heart of England. But they don't have money to give to people in very poor countries in the Middle East, like as an example, refugee in Syria. You will see that the Muslim, they want to be a refugee in a Christian land, but nobody want to be a refugee in a Muslim land. Isn't this is telling you something? Why nobody want to be a refugee in your land? And if Christianity made this land bad, why everybody want to come to the land where Christians are really the majority? You know, even countries are full of atheism. Let us say in the West there's a lot of atheists too. Even those, if they have a good civil manner, they learned from Christianity. As an example, the first United Nation was not really a nation organization. It was a Christian nation organization, only Christians. If you don't believe me, go check history. To establish law and order in earth. The first charity international organization was a Christian organization. And until now, number one organization who give charity in the world are Christians. In fact, when the Christian, they have the Red Cross, everybody start copying them. The Muslim, they have the crescent moon. The Hindus, they have whatever, Krishna, the thief. So everybody start copying us. The Hindus, they used to burn women alive when the man died because they believe women are property. Well, aren't you saying you are better than Islam? You are not. Women in Islam are property. Women in Hinduism are property. And you even do more evil. You burn the women when the husband dies, as if she is a sheet, alive.